My dearest of friends, today we're going to be making a blueberry pie in celebration of springtime, in celebration of the vivacity and the vitality that is coursing through us here in this Berkeley, home of one of the greatest of universities, with more Nobel Prize winners who have taught there than in any other school, a center of innovation. And it's here in this Berkeley that we make our nut butters. And wherever possible, we source from family farmers who are located in the Great Central Valley, a place of wondrous fertility. Most of the vegetables for this US of A during the winter time are grown in the Central Valley. And there they produce almonds, which is the second biggest crop here in California. And they produce more almonds here than in the whole of the Mediterranean basin where the almond originated. So for our pie, let us start with a crust. And we're going to make the crust from these magnificent California walnuts grown by Ferrari Farms. We've been dealing with them for years. So our walnuts, and then of course our almonds grown by Purity Organics. They're in their 5th generation right now, in the region of Fresno, with over something like 70,000 almond trees, if you can handle that, growing in the alluvial soil of the Central Valley, once a great inland sea. Almonds take a lot of water, and the water originates in snowmelt in the high Sierras. So who could ask for more? So let's go ahead and let us add some almonds and some pistachios, and we're going to also add some pumpkin seeds. Our pumpkin seeds are grown by a farming family in Oregon, and they're very, very different in appearance, flavor, taste, and texture than anything you'll find in the store. Even though the ones in the store are called organic, they look very, very differently, they taste differently, and they're all grown in China. So here we're putting our mixture of walnuts, almonds, pecans, and pumpkin seeds. And now let's give this a grind. Okay. And now I'd like to add to this some golden flax seeds to help bind the crust together. Golden flax seeds, they're just gorgeous, if I may say so. And of course, chia seeds, a food of the Native Americans who had run long distances through the desert on just a handful of chia seeds. So let's give this a whirl. And now I want to bind it all together with some coconut oil that I have warmed up. Coconut oil. And then a heaping tablespoon or 2 of almond butter. And why not, and why stop there? Why not our magnificent walnut butter? Tablespoon of that. So right here in Berkeley, we make almond butter, walnut butter, cashew butter, tahini, pecan butter, and pistachio butter, if you can relate to that. Let's give this a grind. Here we have the makings of our crust, and our crust, a mixture of nuts and pumpkin seeds. Okay, it looks like we've done it. And now for the filling, we're going to add some of our cashew butter. Usually in this sort of recipe, they ask you to begin by soaking cashews overnight. But if you're using cashew butter, that's a step that's eliminated. Okay. And now I would like to add in addition some of our sesame tahini. And now, what about some frozen bananas? So, let's add okay. Now let's give this a grind. Okay, so we have our basic mixture. Now we're going to add some maple syrup, but of course, a bit of vanilla. How about some honey? This is a neem honey. It's made from the blossoms of the neem tree in India, and it is utterly delicious. How about some Royal Himalayan pink crystal salt? And now, a lemon. This is a lemon that I've peeled. Okay. Now some chopped medjool dates. And what about our the star of the show, our California grown blueberries? And how about a bit of mango? So who would ever have imagined a mango blueberry pie? Now our last step, we have these utterly gorgeous envy apples. Just a privilege to behold. They're grown in the state of Washington, prime apple growing country. Okay, so we've added mango and now envy apples. Yeah. Now, how about being a little decorative? So here we have it, my dear brothers and sisters, a mango, an apple, mango, blueberry pie filled with life forces, alive, raw, and organic. But of course, we're going to put this in the freezer for a couple hours and then we'll see. We've had our blueberry mango apple pie in the freezer for about almost an hour. So let's go ahead and let's give it a try. Still a bit soft, but tempting and delectable, and of course alive and raw and organic, and that's what counts, especially in these times. It is incumbent upon us to show the way, to set an example of vivacity, of aliveness. We have got to recreate. We've got to regenerate. Everything calls out for this where we are right now. The regime has exhausted its possibilities. We have to show a new direction based upon loving kindness, brotherhood and sisterhood, and respect for all. Let us go forward, my dearest brothers and sisters. Thank you for allowing me to share with you. You might want to hit the subscribe button down below and maybe even give us a like. Your comments, suggestions, and critiques are treasured by us. Our privilege to share. Thank you indeed.